Bloodlines just came out, and that means new rankings. Where does the number 6 installment fall into? How much better is Bloodlines than the other ones? Bloodlines is a shitty title. Pet Cemetery Bloodlines. It's almost like saying Resurrection, Halloween Resurrection. It's just one of those shit titles. But this one's actually pretty good. Let's start at dead last. That's no surprise, but it's got to be part 4. If part 4 is not last on your list is not valid. Everybody's list is different, but everybody's got to agree that Final Destination 4 is bad. Fucking race cars. Every other thing is like a rational fear. Flying in planes or driving behind traffic log trucks, roller coasters. Then this one is NASCAR races. NASCAR never have car crashes, especially something stupid like engines are flying out like hundreds of yards in the air, or tires flying about a mile up in the air and demolishing your head. It was a lot of accents. It was a lot of stupid 3D stuff like, whoa, whoa. Here, do you want some water? I think they should just did mostly like a mall setting, but they figure like, now we gotta go a little bit more ridiculous with it. Oh man, everyone's a little afraid of escalators and it just ate somebody.
Because you weren't strong enough.
Solid. Even though it's second to last, the bridge thing is pretty cool. A lot of cool kills in it. Driving across bridges is inherently scary. This one went a little bit more funny. Like, you had Chet in here from Anchorman. He had a really cool death too. A bunch of like street tar fell all over his face. Sweet. They introduced the rule of if you murder somebody, you get the time that they have remaining. Person actually kills somebody by accident and he gets his time, but they're like, yeah, he had brain cancer or something anyway. He wasn't going to live that much longer. So you're like, oh, fuck. You don't know how much time you have left. If you're like a serial killer, you'll live a vampire life. Like, just keep killing people. That's why people go like, well, kill a bum or a hooker. Like, dude, those people don't have long lifespans to begin with. So you go like, oh man, what? You kill a bum? He was gonna die in like 3 months anyway, or something. You don't get that much long time, and risks like life in prison. This gymnastic fail was ridiculous too. Like, she's dense like a moon rock or something. Like, you would like break your back. You would have like compound fractures everywhere. Next is part 2. It fell in the rankings for me in the most recent years. Like, car accident is the most likely out of all those visions, and driving behind a log truck is now scary as fuck. But there's a couple of things that hold it back for me. The vision was awesome, but the new life beats death thing is the opposite of what part 6 is doing. Because death doesn't give a fuck. It's like, oh, well, you went and had kids. Oh, okay, good for you. But I'm killing those kids too. That didn't make any sense. It's like, well, if you had a kid, okay, that's cool. I'm going to let you live. Now there's 2 lives instead of 1 life, and there's supposed to be none. So all those people who survived to part 6, they had kids. And then he has to kill those kids or maybe those grandkids, and they have to go down the whole family line, and then once they're done, they move on to the next one. They even do that by siblings. 2 siblings, 1 brother goes, and then everybody down that whole row goes. Then you move on to the next sibling. I think it should go like across, but hey, man, whatever. I mean, it helped make better storytelling. And the worst thing that made me drop a whole ranking, it's like the death's design does not permit schmermicide. You can't off yourself. Like, why is death like a girlfriend? Like, no, you can't do it your way. You have to do it my way. Like, I think death would be cool if you just go like, oh, okay, well, you want to end yourself? Cool, dude. Do my work for me. But no, dude, this fool has like a gun to his head and it doesn't go off. Like, oh, they're all duds. Like, you can't even off yourself. I don't buy that for a second. Like, no, you have to have a weird accidental death or else. Well, like that's the whole thing. Like, why can't you just get cancer or something like that? Or the grandma gets cancer in part 6. I mean, but death's like, nope, you still have to die right now. I got other shit to do. I can't wait around for cancer to eat you away. You gotta die now. Offing yourself like ruins his plans. Like, oh, come on, dude. I had a whole theme plan with like an elevator and your head was gonna stick out and all this. Now you're ruining it by just off yourself with a gun. Yeah, real creative, dude. Like it's upset with you for doing its job. I think it'd be like, oh, cool, dude. I'll just move on to the next guy. That's dope. And Sawa, just like a brick hit him, and you're like, well, dude, do the Friday the 13th part 2 thing. Like, have the final girl die off in the very first scene of the next one. They just like a newspaper headline, like, oh, hit him in the head with a brick. And this fool survived power lines and plane crashes and all this shit, but a fucking brick? That sucks, dude. I still say let's bring him back for another one. Why not? But I really like it for other stuff too. The hook theme was cool. The gore got upped. Oh, and that fine girl, the empath, she was in this. But then Death was like, "Oh, cool, you're right here too. All right, let's just get rid of both of you at the same time." But now here we go. This is where I put part 6. This is where I put it right after 2. It's the funniest one. The awesome vision, actually, the Space Needle thing, it actually saved everybody. No one's ever done that before. Everyone's like, get out of here. Death is coming for us. Roll that roller coaster. Let's get on this plane. Let's hurry up and get to France. So this makes all the sense. Like, oh, Death just took his time and it took a while just to catch up to everybody. And you actually get the Tony Todd stuff. Like, oh, he survived the Space Needle thing. Whoa. Because you're like, why is Tony Todd always like the Grim Reaper or something like that? No, he just had knowledge of it because death was coming after him all these years. They just gave him a lot of cool, rich backstory, had him like do such an emotional goodbye. And then a producer actually said, no, man, that was like totally off the cuff. So it's like, dude, if you're seeing it, do not miss that speech. He didn't get an Oscar in memoriam, but this is even better. Who needs the Oscars, man? Like, if you have like a cool goodbye speech inside of a movie, that's gonna live forever. People forget about the Oscars every year. One of the best send offs to a character actor ever. He did look sickly, like, yeah, dude, he did know he probably knew the writing was on the wall. Like, dude, I'm not even gonna make it to the premiere. I don't know when this is coming out. It seemed like, oh, you could beat the death because the grandma, the death kept coming after her. No, get out of here. She was playing good defense. And the characters came up with plans to try to defeat death that was like, oh, I've never seen it done in that sort of way. So cool. A whole top 3 of them, they could be interchanged. After I see probably like 6 a couple more times, I'll be like, oh, okay, maybe it's even better. Next, I gotta say, it's probably the original. It's got the best cast. Stifler, Sawa, the girl from Saving Silverman. I love that movie. You still have an uneasy feeling riding in a plane, even though it's like way safer than riding in a car. The alternate ending of Sawa and that girl having a baby was great, but they went a different route. That would have been cool. It takes a while to get cooking, and you have that trope of like, oh man, the first person to die off was like, oh, well, he committed spermicide because of his guilt. It's always parents don't understand. And the cops were sort of getting involved, but they didn't really do shit. They were just like suspecting like terrorism at the time. And this was like a year before like 9/11 actually happened. You're like, oh yeah, they would definitely lock you up. Sawa would be in Guantanamo Bay. And it just has the best cast, probably the best acting, and Sawa's a scream king too. I just love him whenever he does anything. He was just in Hard Eyes. He's been in the genre for 20 something. It'd be cool to have him back or actually do like a legacy sequel. But that's why it's so cool that Bloodlines exists. It's like, no, man, not every sort of long awaited sequel has to be a legacy sequel and to be good. Best one is still part 3 because part 3, it's like the roller coaster makes sense. And especially the death order about like where you were sitting. Part one did the weird thing where it was like, oh, you gotta follow this complicated fuel line because people are sitting together and they didn't die in that order. Like, nah, bump that. Camera thing was cool too. So I don't know who's like helping Death out or helping you get visions and stuff like that, like guardian angels or some tangible evidence, like, oh shit. Not just do you remember your vision that well? It's like try to remember a dream. You can't remember dreams that well anyway. It's very like the Omen. So that was very cool. They're like Abraham Lincoln had a headshot wound. It's very cool. I wish they would have brought that back and even more sequels. DVD actually had like making choices. It was like playing Until Dawn game before that game ever existed. So making the choices actually ended up with different routes. One person actually got saved by the choice that you made. You didn't do that for the Apple iTunes release or anything. It just lives on the DVD exclusively. Like, dude, I wish they could sort of do that for all of them. Once you do a box set, do that, bring back that choice theme for all of them. That was so cool, and they just dropped that. Like, no, well, we did it once. That's good enough. But also, the naked sunbathing kills was so cool that it propels it to number one. It's one of the best kills out of the whole franchise. The last shot where both the sun tanning beds were like with the joint funeral they had, the two beds matched the two coffins. Like both families, like, oh man, both our daughters died, but funerals are expensive, so it would save costs. Like, let's just split down the middle and we could do a joint funeral. How about that? Save some money. Oh, and Mary Elizabeth is a scream queen too. I just love her and everything she did. The top three are interchangeable. And I even see some people putting six as number one right now. You can't even deny it either. Like, dude, it's the most funnest. Like, what do you watch these movies for? There is a lot of CGI kills in this new one, but that's all of them, dude. What are you going to do? Like, besides the first one was like practical effects heavy. And that's why it still probably holds up better than some other ones. But let me know down below on what's your ranking and where would you put this newest